looking to get all the cards you need for your deck at a good price, come check out Ho-Oh Elemental Trading Company located on the PTCGO Forums. Alright guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be looking at the top decks for Standard and Expanded as of May 2016. Now I decided to instead also include the Expanded format to this type of series. So in May of 2016, we're going to be looking at the decks that made the biggest impact in that month for both Expanded and Standard, or really just the cards that made the biggest impact if you really want to go that way. I guess we can do the top 10 best cards. I think that'd be better. I don't know, decks, I don't know, we'll see what happens. Anyways, first thing is the Mega Rayquaza decks. This has been popping up more in both Expanded and Standard. More Standard, Mega Rayquaza has been seen play with stuff like Jolteon, and the deck basically makes it so that Mega Ray just completely wipes everything away with Emerald Break. And then you have this Jolteon with the attack Flash Ray, which does 70 damage, and then basic Pokemon can't damage it. So it will make a ton of stuff not be able to hurt it, obviously, because those decks, you know, basic decks can't hurt Jolteon, and mostly everything is basic except for a few cards. We've also been seeing a lot of play with this Darkrai EX with Dark Pulse in the Expanded format. And the reason for this is because of Dark Patch and Max Elixir. Both of these cards allow you to play a lot of Dark Energies and get them in play. And this will make Darkrai's Dark Pulse attack do a lot of damage. It does 20 plus 20 more damage for each Dark Energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So obviously when you combo that with Dark Pulse, you're going to be doing a lot of damage with Max Elixirs and Dark Patches, stacking them. You can do a lot of damage with this Darkrai EX on the first turn, and that's why the Darkrai EX Expanded decks have been seen some more play. A card, not a deck that's been seen a lot of play, is this Fright Yveltal. Now this thing has almost been seen more copies in Yveltal decks than the Oblivion Wing Yveltal, which usually was the other way around. But this thing is good not only for the ability Fright Knight to shut off tool cards, but for Pitch Black Spear, being able to knock out Shaymins, right? You do 60 to the active, 60 to a bench, do 6 to that Shaymin next turn, you're going to knock out a Shaymin. It's a Shaymin killer. I've also seen people do Lysander on the Shaymin, and then Lysander on a Jirachi, and two-shot that, taking 4 prizes really easily with Fright Night Yveltal. This card is just very good, because you could trap something and block them from playing that tool card, and then go for that Pitch Black Spear play and start knocking out those Shaymins and taking your prizes that way. Obviously, Yveltal EX has been seen a ton of play. It is Yveltal EX. It's never not going to see play. It's just such a good EX attacker. But Yveltal has both obviously been seen play in Standard and Expanded. The Yveltal Archeops decks have also been doing extremely well in Expanded. Obviously, I'm pretty sure Yveltal Archeops won the Expanded tournament over the weekend that was live streamed on Pokemon TCG on Twitch, and I'm pretty sure that deck did win, the Yveltal Archeops deck. Archeops has this great ability to shut off evolutions, which can kill off Vespiquen and, you know, Bats, Greninja Break decks, Trevenant Break decks, which is pretty huge. It's just such an amazing ability to have. Primal Groudon has also been rebounding in play. It's been seen a lot more play now, and that's just because of how tanky this card is. You can't Lysander it, you cannot hammer it. All you can really do... Sorry, I'm coughing, guys. I'm going to cough a little bit. It's going to sound weird, but yeah. But Groudon EX will be able to see play with that attack Gaia Volcano and the tankiness of its Omega ability. It's just such a good card. It's almost unstoppable. But it kind of is balanced out with stuff like Fright Night Yveltal and especially Vespiquen. But people have worked around that. So Primal Groudon is starting to rebound in play in both Expanded and Standard. Obviously, Vespiquen decks have been seen play. Vespiquen Vileplume continues to ride out its success in Standard. Not really much of Expanded, but definitely in Standard. And then obviously, it's also been seen play with Flareon in the Expanded format. So Vespiquen continues to be one of the most successful cards / decks ever. Obviously, Jolteon EX has been seen play in some decks, like, you know, I think I saw like a Jolteon Tecton to Night March. I saw Jolteon Tecton with Mega Rayquaza. I've seen it Tecton with Mega Manectric. So Jolteon is really starting to make its flash, yeah, that was a really bad pun, in the formats. Obviously, Joltik here has also been seen play with Night March. Obviously, Night March continues to be not only the most annoying deck to play against, but one of the best decks in both Standard and Expanded, thanks to Fighting Fury Belt and Puzzle of Time, allowing Night March to be a lot more deadlier and hard to deal with. Obviously, that new Karen card is kind of going to make Night March go rip, but for now, it still continues to ride out success. Mega Manectric is another deck that's been seen play with the Expanded and Standard format. Expanded, it's seen a little bit more play on the edgier side. It's been seen play with Jolteon EX. I saw a Jolteon, Mega Manectric, Mewtwo, Raikou deck at that tournament that was streamed on Twitch on Pokemon. So yeah, Mega Manectric continues not only to be one of the best Megas, but also being a very, very powerful deck to deal with. Mega Scizor. Now, this did not see play in really Standard or Expanded at really major events, but there was actually a live stream where Mega Scizor managed to do fairly well, and I heard about this through like Discord and stuff, and Mega Scizor is starting to rise a little bit in that popularity side of things, so who knows, Mega Scizor might have a good June. Trevenant Break continues to be not only one of the best decks in Standard, but also in Expanded. It took second place at that Pokemon Stream tournament, losing to Yveltal, which is kind of expected. But Trevenant Break is just really good. Not only do you ride it off of the XY Trevenant with the item locking ability, just Silent Fear can really be deadly when you factor in stuff like Wobbuffet. So Trevenant Break decks are still continuing to be very powerful. Crobat decks that run Crobat have also been doing well. Obviously, you have stuff like Manectric bats, Seismitoad bats, Bats, Raichu, Skyfield. So those bat decks are still making their little bit of an impact. Just being able to stack all that damage is really, really good. Greninja Break decks have been doing good. Not in Expanded. I don't really think many Greninja Break decks have been popping up and Expanded. But in Standard, Greninja Break has still been doing very well. Obviously, we did that Mirror Match Monday episode with Outcast with the Greninja Break deck. So Greninja Break continues to be very good. And rounding out this is going to be Seismitoad decks. Obviously, Seismitoad Garbodor, which is slipping. Seismitoad Bats, which is probably the most popular Seismitoad variant right now. Pardon me, sorry, I'm still coughing. Seismitoad Giratina is also another deck that's been doing good in almost both Standard and Expanded. So Seismitoad decks continue to ride off that really good attack quicking punch. So those are the main impact decks right now in the Standard/Expanded format for May of 2016. If I missed any decks, comment them down below, because I'm sure I did. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more PTCGO videos. And I'm sorry about the coughing, but you can't really help it when you're sick. So thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.